comment read, I'm ready, but I don't want to buy a digital course. I don't want to buy another digital course. Here's what people mean when they say that. What's wrong with digital courses and digital marketing? I hope you brought popcorn and a drink. If you need to, you can tap the video and hold for 2 times speed. I saw something while going through the For You page today, and it really caught me for a loop. I saw a friend's post, and she was promoting a digital course or a digital program, however you want to look at that, because evidently there's a whole bunch of things that people have feelings about whether digital course or program. Some people don't want to be called a digital course. Some people do want to be called digital course. Some people want to be called a digital program in lieu of a digital course. I don't care. And the reason why? It creates confusion. That's the first thing wrong with digital courses and digital marketing, especially on this particular platform. It's creating confusion. Now back to the specific situation that I was talking about. I was on the For You page watching somebody's video that I really care about and I really value as a person, and I want to see her win. The person in the comments, however, I want to see them win too, but they came in with the wrong attitude, because the comment read, I'm ready, but I don't want to buy a digital course. I don't want to buy another digital course. Here's what people mean when they say that. First of all, I don't want to spend another $1,000 on something that doesn't return an investment and it's too hard to understand or implement, which are valid assertions. And to be transparent, the very program that my friend is promoting is something that's designed for you to start from the bottom up. How do I know? Because I took that program. I happen to appreciate that program very much because it gave me the foundation to start the Kingdom Digital Academy, which is where I teach people how to market anything on social media and how to create digital income streams for themselves and their household. But I digress. The attitude that this commenter had was, I don't want to buy another course. So let me ask y'all something, friends. If you don't know how to do something, never done something before in your life, or have very limited experience with doing something, but you have a genuine interest in doing said thing, how are you supposed to get from that point to being proficient enough to make money at it? I genuinely want somebody to answer that question for me. Without a course or program or whatever you want to refer to it as, for you to feel like you can sleep at night. Because let me be transparent with you. Whether you have a static program or course, whether people watch videos and read PDFs or whatever it is, or you have live interactive training, can we at least agree on, friends, that somebody is teaching something and somebody is learning it? And people inside the program in question, a lot of people that promote that particular program, again, love the program, they refer to it as a digital class. So, from our experience in school, how do we refer to things being taught in a class? One, it could be referred to as a school. And what do schools usually teach? That's right, they teach courses. For the longest time, it has been the pet peeve of mine where people have literally stopped wanting to learn. And the majority of people who want to learn, they get to this place where they want to be serial learners. They don't want to spend time applying what they learned. And I can't get it for the life of me, because I know what I learned from that program allowed me to start a business that produces income for me and has my business running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, showing people who I am, what I do, and how it can help them, because it literally helped me understand how to go from stressed and pulling what little hair I have out to being able to have something that can provide income for me with a gamefully running business that I don't have to have active hands on to make an income, because I create content that relates and people can find value in the problems that I solved, for the solutions that I have, and get paid for those solutions. Every business is on the planet right now is running that business model. And every business you have seen on the For You page or the news feed, regardless of which social media platform you are on, is literally running that play. They're creating content that relates. They're creating content that stops the scroll. They're creating content that showcases a problem. They create content that showcases a solution, and they're offering people the chance to get that same solution that people just heard discussed for that problem. This is marketing. And the other thing is, people like to say how I'm getting out of digital marketing. I'm going to do Shopify. I'm going to do Amazon. Or I'm going to do DoorDash. I'm going to do Uber Eats. I'm going to do something else. Guess what? You are still going to have to cross the bridge of learning how to get people from where they are to where your solution that you're deciding to get paid for is. That's called marketing. That's how, even though I used the exact same program in March of 23, the exact same course in March of 23 to learn automations, to learn content creation the proper way, to learn marketing, how to become attractive on social media the proper way, even though I used the same program to build an international business, which I didn't have before, to use that same information to build an academy that pays me monthly. That's my story, not yours, not guaranteeing that for you. But again, I ask the question, how are you supposed to learn to do something you've never done or seldom done if you don't learn it from a course? How are you supposed to make that happen? And this is the mindset that boggles me, that people cut themselves off from a genuine life change because they're not willing to look past their preconceived notions. And again, like I said at the beginning of this, the commenter, she had a valid point to make. I don't want to spend another $1,000 to get something that's supposed to teach me something that is supposed to return an investment to me, but it doesn't, because I don't understand what it is I'm doing enough to apply it. And that's not necessarily the program's fault. That's the fault of the person applying said skills. If you're learning something and you're not quite sure, guess what Sesame Street tells you to do? Ask questions. And when you get the answer, don't just nod your head, take notes, and apply what is being said. Because like I said in another video, people are making income using skills that they learned from courses. It's not that they don't make money. It's just that you don't make money because you haven't applied correctly what you're being taught. Otherwise, how do people make income doing these things online? They're teaching content creation, which million-dollar corporations use. They're teaching advertising, which billion-dollar corporations use. They're teaching attraction marketing, which people like Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, they use themselves. So who's missing what here? What's wrong with digital marketing is people are promoting it incorrectly. First off, get the identity crisis worked out. Somebody's teaching, somebody's learning. It's a course. If you have interactive learning, awesome. We need that more now than ever. It's still a course. None of us have the market cornered on marketing. Otherwise, we still wouldn't be learning and growing, which, if you ask any successful business owner, that is the goal, to always be learning, always be growing. So that's the thing. Sort out the identity crisis, get a vision, master your message, automate your business, and learn how to serve based on the problems you have solved that can solve for other people, because you're not the only one that needs those problems solved. It's simple like that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be relatable, it just has to be valuable, and it has to be consistent. That's how you create connection. That's how you build trust. And if you want to do that, if you want to move income, if you want to create impact, you must have those things in place. But as marketers, we will not have the state of digital marketing changed unless we get our act together, get rid of this identity crisis, and become intentional about reaching the people that need us in very real life. That's my TED Talk. If you found value in what I've said, put the hunted in the comments. And if you want to learn, go to the top of my page and get the information. I'll send it to you for free because I want to help as many people as I can find out why digital marketing, while digital franchising, why automations, while my story, my own story, has literally changed my life. And using social media, I have a business that's now running when I'm not, allowing me to be with those I love. So if you want to get the information, go to the top of my page right now, or just put the hunted down in the comments, and I would love to share with you exactly what it is I'm doing.